gentlemen in the mix.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. JB, are you serious? $100 super chat before the stream even starts. Let's get some. Oh my God! Bro, JB, what you want to look at a chart, man? Tell me a chart. Post it in the chat. All right, redoing that because it was before, right? Here it is. There we go. Thank you so much, JB, man, for the $100 super chat before the stream even started. That's all worlds. Like, no one does that, so thank you, man. Holy crap. Man, he said he doesn't even want an analysis. He said, just do your thing. All right, we're going to do our thing here. Well, looking at the 4 hour, we're like, you know, you at least got some data. Topic of discussion this weekend for people like in the Patreon, in the Citadel or whatever, in Discord, was the events of the upthrust and then the back test of the upthrust, right? Where an upthrust definitively, if you are so inclined to know what an upthrust is, the word, like the definition, you know, with technical analysis, a situation that occurs when price breaks above a resistance. The resistance, as you can see, the channel breaks through the resistance, but soon it reverses course and it breaks back below the resistance. As you can see, temporary break and then falls right back below. Prices are said to thrust up but cannot maintain the upward momentum, and they soon decline. And so that's the upthrust, definitively. And then here at the upthrust back test is when, after that event, the market participants reconfirm the validity of that area that was once a resistance. It becomes resistance again. And so that's a pretty powerful indicator on daily time scales, 12-hour, weekly, really, right? It might not be as powerful, might not be as reliable on such an insignificant time scale like the 4-hour, but you can't ignore it. And just because, even if I identify it and it doesn't play out really, doesn't mean it's not real. It just, there could sometimes be just far too much demand and you rally, but that is still the upthrust and back test. The upthrust is still very much valid, and it becomes invalid when the buyers push the price back above this resistance, this supply line, overbought in the uptrend, and it runs to much higher prices, but that hasn't happened. No higher highs have been presented since that upthrust back test. Okay, so let's just say worst case scenario, hey man, it plays out. Well, Heartline. I mean, Heartline, 36,439. It's been so well respected as resistance, then flips support. That could be your area, and things get bad. Then you could imagine, like, if you failed once and then twice and then confirmed failure to break the channel, you could be headed to the demand line of this, and that demand line's been very well respected. We could extend out this channel here, and you could see that demand line is looking around 35,600, 35,700. That's where that could be in store for you. A new week has just, well, because the time change, it's not power hour anymore. We just went through power hour. So we do have a new week. So Jesus chimes. Local on the lates. Mezzo Gamma in here, man. He's getting excited. I was only 2 minutes off. Local on the lates. Okay. All right. So that's your 4-hour. That's, kind of the only sort of, time scale where you've got enough candles to be able to say there's something. And that's my conclusion drawn. Understand my hope, though, is that what I'm witnessing and what I've identified is, we're in such a strong uptrend that the reliability could be tenuous, as well as, if it is reliable, its performance is very bad. Meaning, there's so much demand, the trend is so bullish and the momentum's so strong on Bitcoin that a very mild, slight pullback occurs, and we pivot and we run again to the highest highs. We break this channel, as I've seen, like in history, when momentum's strong, you break these and you just head to 40K. I mean, that could be it. So, but yeah, that's where we are. That's your update. As you can see, top right, if it does break down here, wouldn't it be kind of like the least surprising area ever for a breakdown if we're identifying something like this? I'm not saying sell everything. I'm just saying, right? Like, we're just this education-centric stream. Like, this can be applied to any chart, any asset, any market. And so just like if you're newer to it, or you already know about the upthrust back test of upthrust combination, you're either learning or it is reinforcing what you already know, and that's always good, right? You retain things even just stronger. So like, you go to the daily here though, and there's like nothing there. Like, there's just not enough. There's no like real information here, like there's no upthrust backtest upthrust on the daily really. All you've got is it's just red candles, like nothing burger candles. Someone could be like, that's a hanging man maybe. Now here's the thing though, like someone was talking about Dow Jones guy, he was talking about maybe bearish divergence on the daily. Yeah, if things don't start picking up soon, there it is. right? Like a high and then your price, and then a higher high on price, and on the slightly higher high on price, as you can see from this high to the next high, like almost inexistent positive momentum. So what we're hoping for is this gets invalidated. There's too much demand, momentum's too strong, and what we're, on the new day 10 minutes ago, this negative momentum wick goes neutral, positive, and we start building positive momentum again, and then we start seeing a lot of green, and then that's what takes us to 40K, right? It's not always what it seems. I think you're still in impulse phase. It's like you went consolidation for 6+ months, and now you're in impulse. Any pullback here, I think even what you're looking at here is just, it's not going to be a big deal. The hard target, I'm sorry, is still 40K on the daily. It just is. Sooner or later, 40K. Look left. Where you are, like literally where the price of Bitcoin is, there's no real like historical resistance here, chat. There's just not. I don't care if it reverses here. There's nothing here. When historically, literally at 37,100 and change, when has the price historically reversed violently here? It's never happened. So that's like what would give me some confidence to believe that 40K is the level, because that's where price runs to. The market participants run the price January 2021 for the first time ever, and then they run the price May 2021, then they run the price June 2021, then it flips as support September 2021. We're running to all-time highs after that, right? And then a formal bearish back test April 2022 before collapsing. So I still got confidence. 40K, man. I mean, yeah, oscillators looking, oh, maybe, dude, just in before moon, in before rally. I'm just high volume breakout on the corn above 31K. All right, so let's go to the weekly so we can look at it. Okay, so let's just get some more Jesus chimes in here, because confirmed highest weekly candle close officially since April 25th, 2022. That's pretty cool, man. That's like highest weekly candle close of the year of 2023. Highest weekly candle close in 18 months. If you're not excited about that, you don't own enough Bitcoin. You don't truly know what's going on with no bids on our treasuries, on our bonds, the debt we're taking on, the rapid deterioration of purchasing power for everyone in the world, in the Western world anyway. You don't get it. You need to study some more. You need to understand how things are and know this is it. This is the asset that is the direct competitor to the fiat Ponzi scheme. So yeah, 38K candle high close, 39K candle close on the weekly. Sure, I almost did that already, but yeah, more upside, a little more upside. And the weekly is fantastic. Positive Momo building. You're just slightly overbought, 75.7. Most of the time you're getting to like 88. 85 or 80 to 88 on Bitcoin on the weekly RSI before that RSI resets. And if we're just at 74.5, that means there's still upside. Yeah. Okay. Trend is your friend. Trying to fight the trend is tough, man. It really is. All right. So that is fantastic. Let's go to Ethereum, because we got to give credit where credit's due here. You can thank BlackRock. Here's the sad thing. Like, how insane is this? Wow, 18-month highs on the weekly on Bitcoin. And then you go to Ethereum, and it's still not that. It's like still a lower candle close than what we saw April 10th of this year. Okay. Still, though, I mean, to a degree, you've broken out. Like, to me, 1730 is so important. And then, yeah, there's this candle, there's this wick from February 2021 that you broke barely. And we were talking about on the daily, the back test. Oh, we're getting it. Oh, my God, look. 72 hours of a pullback to do what? To attempt, right? When like buyers breach a key level, a test normally occurs after, and we're getting it now. This was discussed a few days ago. It may not happen, but it happens a lot. I mean, you could go as low as 1972 But 2043, excuse me, that is that wick high, that first high ever, February 21st, 2021. You're back testing that, holding it, and that's pretty good. Remember, above this level, outside of the upthrust we saw in April, minimum 23, 28, just a high here. One time it reversed, so I'm just saying it's there. It's like overhead resistance, like once. But the hard target is like almost $3,000. It just is. And then if you're talking about the channel here on Ethereum, we're looking at a 2,700, just depending on how long it takes to get their moving target. But that would be, if this is the uptrend, this would be considered overbought. Okay, and you got that close to oversold. That was pretty close. I mean, I can't even believe it, right? I thought maybe you'd test. You didn't see a test. Market, you know, this the whole Bitcoin ETF fake news stuff was all it took. All right, so great news. Ethereum highest close since April. Great, but not as good as Bitcoin still. All right. I know there are going to be people out there, let's look at Ethereum and Bitcoin, dude. You know, because we've been making fun of y'all for a while because it's been warranted, because there's been no real reason. And here's the back test that we literally, well, dang, man. See, this is what I'm talking. Wait, what happens if like Bitcoin really starts going and Ethereum like got one news-driven catalyst, BlackRock's filing of the ETF. Didn't get listed. They just filed for it. That was it. What happens if Bitcoin, like this whole trend we've been going through, continues? Well, this will continue to bleed out. They're trying. My God, they're trying. Like the back test, like the spot price, they're really trying right here. Look at it. That's the bottom of the trading range. The two like lows, right? The whole, you know, the selling climax. Then you had the automatic rally, the secondary test, the sign of weakness. I mean, that's it. You know, this is another sign of weakness too. But like that's the level. They're trying. But remember, the trend has not reversed. Far too many. It will take weeks, if not months, worth of data to reverse the trend here. The trend that's been ongoing is lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, it'll take a long time. So you are still in a bear trend, a bearish trend. You're just at a support and you're trying to hold on. But if like think about, you know, Bitcoin dominance that had been taken on the chin. These altcoins, oh my God, dude, altcoins gone wild, dude. It is literally like spring break in the 1990s or early 2000s. The Jamaican, you know, like the Jamaican drums are going. Like it sounds like we're in Little Mermaid, you know. And those altcoins are, you know, they got their party beads and they're going nuts. Spring break, altcoins. All right, so 52.37%. Talk about a trend, right? What about a Jesus trend? You're in it, and you have not hit the 60% level, which is the target. Okay, so this right here, though, has allowed the altcoins to proceed with their spring break party. Okay, it's 11 p.m. and you're looking at your bulb TV and you hear the Jamaican drums. You know what it is. Yeah, and all this happening. Look, if Bitcoin dominance starts pivoting here to any capacity, it's even like I think you need a little bit more, right? If we start getting some green candles, you'll really start maturing here. And what would happen? A low, then the substantially just unbelievably higher low with higher levels negative. You could be working on hidden bullish divergence here. So don't forget these altcoins, man. They're doing things and they've been great. They've been stupidly good, right? But that could make one forget how it all started, and it was with Bitcoin, not the alts. What a show they've been putting on, though. I'm not even kidding. It's been like, wow. I mean, on the weekly, some of these structural developments, I want to shake the composite operator's hand. I want to know who it is. I want them to like contact me and be like, hello, bitch.
Mitch, I don't think we can ignore Total 3. Looks like the shark is finally playing out. 700 billion next? Alt's about to go mad.
No, I mean, like after this month's performance, after this impulse, this, you know, it was, I don't think y'all understand that it was on death's row. BNB was too. The Total 3 chart was on death's row. Like if the bids did not come in, you were gonna see a massive drawdown. But they did, and it's like, and they spent so much time there holding, and they finally really helped. And then Bitcoin, fake news ETF saved the world. So no, I was about to say, I want to thank you. We'll address that. I was like, I want to meet the composite. I want him to email me or text me or somehow knock on my door, be like, hello, Mitch. Yes, it is me. It is the composite operator. I have painted these structures. I have studied Scott Carney's books, Wells Wilder, Richard Wyckoff, all of them. And you have found them. Hello. And won. Congratulations on the MATIC trade. As we can look at real quick, because we need some more. No, the echo was there for a reason. What are you doing, dude? I was playing the composite operator. Okay, I'm sorry. The composite operator is going to have an echo. That's just how it is, man. It's just how it be. But look here, listen, you know. Look here, listen. Oh my God, the old Shiba Inu, not Shiba Inu, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Shiba Inu 10 coin broke out to a degree. But yeah, just like this right here, man. Like, right, there it is. That's the specimen. That's like what all of you in here should be investing in yourself, so you can learn how to self-sufficiently identify the things that are presented here. That's why you're here. You're looking for a harmonic to complete, a reaction to occur in June, a reaction where you have an initial rally that takes you up to at least 38% from the high to low. That would give you that did happen. And so a drawdown. So we get a second low, the confirmation low, the type 2 return with the bullish divergence on the second low, seller exhaustion, add a support that goes back to May 1st, 2022. That's it. That's the dream. And so what happened literally today, it was officially achieved. So Jesus chimes. TP1, take profit 1, 2, and then 3 is upon us. We are not done. We have ways to go. Beautiful. Okay, so the altcoins. The only reason MATIC was able to do that was because of this, right? The pullback on the alts. So if they're starting to hit maybe some short-term profit-taking levels, wouldn't be that crazy to believe that maybe we get some sort of flush to destroy the leverage traders, the FOMO moon boys, right? Sorry, I'm like literally dead. I had a very intense workout before this stream. So just if I'm like breathing hard or weird, it's just because like I am dead. And normally I'm like drinking coffee during this time, and I can't do that anymore. It's just like, who's doing that? Who's drinking coffee after a workout like that? So, and there were like others, man, you know, we can go to XRP. Let's check it out, you know, Sunday evening. I hope y'all had a great weekend. XRP here, you know, it's just got this long, there's no buyer exhaustion by any means. There's not, which is great news in the midterm, long term. Like, because even if like Bitcoin draws down on that upthrust, backtest upthrust, and XRP follows and pulls back, what are you worried about? There's nothing to worry about. Like, it'd be a short-term, short-lived rally, a pivot, and then probably the highest high we've seen of the you know, since it double bottomed. So look, I mean, you're just spent in the oscillator reset, and now you're going negative on momentum, where you think any drawdown's not going to be a big deal. You are uptrending. The composite operator's been buying XRP for the greater part of a year now, based on the accumulation, the higher lows, been confirmed. You broke resistance. And so like what will happen, you'll get something like this maybe. Bullish convergence comes in, and then just yielded, oh my God, XRP's pumping, it's going nuts, dude. And then it's going nuts. And then it hits 76 cents. It breaks 76 cents. And then it's going up to 80, 90. It might even see close to $1, right? And at that point, by seeing $1 hitting that next resistance, then we can start talking about the true development of buyer exhaustion. I don't know. I'm double clicking. It's not. Hello. There we go. God. Like, you're looking for that. If you really want like a more real pullback coming, you're waiting for the oscillator to look something like that. And then, but things can get nuts where, oh, it pulls back then, and then it runs again to like 120, 125, and then you get triple bearish divergence, and then the probability increases even more of a more substantial pullback. But you don't have any of that right now. So you can't really be concerned. I mean, XRP is like, you're holding it and you're okay with it losing some value. I mean, 5-7% drawdown from here, you shouldn't be worried. What's up, Hindi? I mean, like, of course we can look at VeChain. We can also do, right? Yeah. It had been. Let's see here. I bet one, the bet two. I didn't see that. Sorry, dude. Remember, if you're under $3, then there is no TTS. No, I haven't done that yet. Nah. Don't ignore total 3. Yeah. So JB was just being amazing. Section top Jesus. Anonymous just wants to. Yeah, we'll look at total 3. Sure. Hey, it's TH Contrarian, man. Thank you, man. We'll let it play, and then I'll go to, the one, the only. Jonathan Nation. Dude, I don't know why. Like, something happened, man. It takes forever now for these things to register on Stream Elements. I don't know, man. Alert.
Thanks, MTCH.
Thank you, dude. TH, thank you, dude. Thanks so much. And also, I forgot so much. Maxine, could you usher in the next stage of the stream?
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Thank you so much, Maxine. All right, well, here it is, chat. Here it is. Here it is, Jonathan Nation. How do you feel? Did you have a good weekend? Did you see all the crazy college football? Yeah, everything good?
I like turtles.
Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Oh, by the way, weekly total. Highest weekly candle close confirmed since April or May 2nd, 2022. So we're like 18-month highs on total. And certainly broken out, You broke it. You broke the levels. The next big overhead resistance, I think, is like 1.7 trillion. Imagine
China
where the whole
me,
crypto market
China.
is.
China.
Imagine.
Sorry, here is the rest for V-Man. 0.77692532 Phil.
Yearning?
Here is the rest of the tip.
Oh, okay.
Coinbase wasn't cooperating. Cheers.
Yeah, well, that's
Face
weird.
Melter. 0.001696440 EV.
Yearn Connect. Yeah, we'll look at that. Dude, I mean, how crazy was it? If you're in the Patreon or like Citadel and you saw that, like that was like just luck on like when it was going to do it. It just looked good, And just lo and behold, the next 2 days, dude, it's just crazy how these things go. We will look at Yearn total again. I mean, if you look at the weekly, would you agree or disagree with the next like real overhead resistance level being 1.7 trillion? Would anyone out there say no way? I'm talking overhead. I'm not talking like swing lows, right? A swing low could be a resistance, but it's never been a resistance before. It's only ever been a support a couple times. So it's potential, but. So Kenny, how you doing, man? Hold on, we'll let it. We'll see if I can do it. I'm going to try to keep it going until I see it play. Yeah, so let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, total 3 off that pivot and buyers defending that one last time. It's very real, dude. Very, very real. And it was just like, it was also like the downsloping resistance was breached with no backtest, by the way. But you are at a really key level. This is such an important level for total 3, man. Wow, what a level, right? I mean, that's just the swing low from May of 2021.
Hey Mitch, can you check out Sol?
We will certainly look at that, Kenny. KK, thank you, dude. KK, thank you so much for the first super chat on the stream, man. Hype in the chat. Thank you, man. All right, so could you agree that this is a level of paramount importance? It was the highest, you know, well, yesterday, my God, dude, it's real life. Yesterday, like, you know, 30 minutes ago was the highest daily candle close confirmed on Total 3 since August 18th, 2022. We got 52-week highs on Total 3. Wow. Incredible, dude. You know what, 313, and I really do wish I did a better job this time around of identifying this. I didn't. When all this was occurring, like, was like me going to New York and like getting deathly ill, like for that, you know, New York Stock Exchange event. I was like bedridden for over 2.5 days. It was really bad. Like I was like fever. And so I wasn't really looking at like, but this was real hindsight. Okay. I'm not saying, oh dude, you should have, you know, whatever, man. Just looking back, how cool is this? It's not the wick high. This is why I always plot candle closes. You don't know, but like, dude, you see it enough times. That's back in January 2018, the cycle top, the previous cycle's top, 2 cycles ago, really. My God, if we're getting in another cycle, it's 2 cycles ago. That was the candle I closed. And then, you know, really scary stuff in December, really, really scary stuff again in June. Like, not even kidding, man. But the sellers, there weren't enough of them. The buyers came back in, and then they like really formally back tested that level as support. And that's the most recent discernible event. Previous cycle top, 2 cycle ago top, right, was formally confirmed as support, and it was one low, the second low, kind of a third low. I mean, again, I'm just like calling this is a hindsight thing right here. So it's educational no matter what. I don't really care. Like it's very educational stuff. Price action correlating to inflection points is one of the most important things we do here. And so now price action is correlating to the resistance, the next one, right? And above that level, yeah, you got the local upthrust high from August 12th, 2022. You know, dang man, it really is like this wick high too. Wasn't even enough demand that time. I mean, 450 to 460 billion is kind of like it. And then straight up and down and up and down and up and then down. I mean, you break this one last level, a lot of upside potential. But I could imagine, right, if you're looking at some of these, like someone contributed for this. And then someone contributed for, let me just look at YFI first, just for the sake of continuity. Or hold on, let's see. Here's your YFI. Right? Could you imagine just looking at Total 3, which YFI is part of it, and imagine where YFI would be? Imagine where YFI would be if Total 3 broke out. Where would FIL be if Total 3 broke out? Where would Uniswap be if Total 3 broke out? Where would XRP be? Total 3 breakout. You could imagine substantially higher. Pullbacks, temporary, all that. But this right here, it had me shook a little bit, man. The amount of time this composite man took kind of had me capitulating a little bit in my, you know, like the market was staying irrational longer than I could stay solvent to a degree. Cause like they just like, I don't like this is so long, man, over 500 days, we're going on, you know, almost 18 months, right? You go the weekly here. It is a work of art. I want to shake your effing hand, composite man. And even like locally from the second low, one low where I thought maybe this was it, they had to confirm it. And that's what kind of got me towards the end. But in the end, when the failed breakdown turned into some strength, like back above the inflection point, that's when it started being like, wow, like you got to give it. This is not over yet. YFI could be 20K. I mean, this is what 20K looks like. The M shape completing, the type 1, then the major type 2 with the divergence. All right, so last week it was up 55.49%.
Composite Man tipped $30. Hey Mitch, could you look at CSPR and GLMR? Thanks, man.
Composite Man, thank you for the $30 contribution. Yeah, we can look at those. I'm not able to hear them, but does it look like I can hear them? Like, are you as a viewer, you're like, dang man, he heard that. As long as I'm reading it, I'm not hearing it, but like, does it look like I'm hearing it? You know? Oh. So yeah, dude, this is fantastic. There are some, not many, you know, compared to how 18,000 S coins, there are a few that just are ungodly looking like this. See, all right, good. Yeah, you were the knock. See, it kills. I don't know. I'm sorry, man. Like, thank you for the knock. I just missed it. My bad, dude. But there is a new one, and it's from Glenn Ross, dude. Someone's got to do it. It's not F with you. It's like a brand new one. So I found out, like, on Tangia, I'm having to like fix them every day because new ones keep happening. Apparently, the more that people use Tangia and tip the stream, it unlocks new ones. And I was just thinking they were adding new ones. It's like, no, people keep contributing, so therefore it keeps adding new Tangia emojis or whatever. So weird. I learned about that TIL stuff. So again, with something so substantial that you could imagine, it might take a few months, but 18 to 20 plus K. It was so over, and now we're back. All right, let's see here. Now we can go to VeChain doing things. Which VeChain, like, you know, got listed to Coinbase. It had a terrible rally after that, and then started rolling over. But after it rolled over, a pivot came in, and it was a higher low. And it's like, dang, man, more than before. Someone out there accumulating VeChain? And since that higher low, I mean, it was this low, then kind of a higher low, same low, and this higher low. And when this price action, these three white soldiers came in, it's like, bro, we're pivoting above a support resistance locally. And now you're at the highest highs since April. Broke the 2 cent level. I think this is a huge level. Very important. Yeah. Understand on VeChain, 2 cents is everything. If we're somehow back above 2 cents on VeChain. Easy 2.8 cent target. It is that high from July 2018. Price correlated November 2022. I think that's it. I think you have 2.8 on deck. Eventually, you might back test 2 cents. You might pull back. As long as a higher low than the previous low comes in, you're fine. So there's still a good like 24% upside. Dang, man. That's crazy. There's probably a channel too we could do. I'm not sure how we would do it, if we would do it like this. Yeah, that's exactly, wow, that's pretty gorgeous in a way. Just trying to, remember, this sometimes is nuanced. It's not like meant for taking action. It's just, yeah, so it's kind of like that. Just trying to make sense of what's happening. It was like a downsloping structure. Yeah, I guess we would adjust for the new data and make that the anchor point. And then you get one here. You got 1, 2, 3. So like you're in this downtrend and the price could run as high as right around where that horizontal line of resistance is, you know. So, okay. There's more upside on VeChain here. So there you go. Hindi65, thank you, dude. So look at the Wi-Fi. Thank you, Mr. Yearning. The cream will rise to the top. Kenny wants to see Soul. Very good. Like insane, right? Hits that next inflection. It's just one at a time here on this, you know? Look, it's like that candle high close wick high from May 2021. Buyers took it up there. Intraday, the price was above it, but you know, sell-off was happening and you just closed within. So that's it. Impulse phase, this is not really where you're applying traditional technical analysis outside of the levels and understanding each level is where there could be supply. And at this level is where a reversal could happen always. After such an unbelievable run like that, you're there. If like somehow by the grace of God, these buyers take out the supply that exists here, I mean, you could say like maybe like $80. Then probably like 120, it's like 120 to 130. There's like all these swing highs and lows. You know, it's like, is it this one, this swing low, this swing high? Probably 120. Huge upside if it breaks. But dude, just remember, it could be a pullback. You know, it's starting to get like kind of ridiculous. Right, where you have like, even if you were just trading this and you were using traditional technical analysis, traditional targeting, you'd be like maybe exiting the trade, like legit, because this is so much upside so fast. But it's crypto, it's untraditional market, and you know what happens on these Momo stocks or not, these Momo coins. We'll do it, Doobie. Thank you, man. You know what happens, like. In crazy market conditions, they'll hit target 3 and then go up, they'll double after the third target. But in normal market conditions, you're lucky to see 2 targets of the 3. So you're just different market environments, and you're on a freaking wild one on Sol. But you're at a major resistance where there's just not much left if you break this. I'd be really careful though. This is a great level to say, hey man, I just made on the springback test, someone just made 200% on their money in, you know, a couple months. Okay, well, that's pretty good. That's not good enough. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Trading plan, right? This is insane. And it could keep going for sure. It's crypto, man. All right, Casper for Composite Man and the other one. All right, sure. And Casper, isn't it crypto? Yeah, I mean, remember we looked at this one time. What exchange? You just went KuCoin? Dang, this one kind of sucks. I mean, it's kind of terrible. Like, yeah, and I'll kind of we just look at it, okay, and understand like. It's not about like what happens to this next. It's just like, remember, we study the same, we're looking for the same thing, right? Once you invest in yourself and you learn it, you were just looking for the same things over and over and over. You're scanning through charts looking for these opportunities. You saw one like YFI, FIL, Uniswap. I mean, even Monero's doing some things that are pretty awesome that we look for. Spring back test, price action, confirmation lows, higher lows than the previous local low, right? Hidden divergence, classic bullish divergence, right? The unfortunate occurrence here is, yes, the one thing that's great about it, about Casper, is this 886 from this low to high. You've completed like a shark. Like, we'll paint it if you want. Probably look better on the 3-day, more significant time skills. You got a completed shark down here. Probably hit it. Mother God, it's perfect. What a reaction. But here's the difference between this one and YFI and FIL and Uniswap. Those all have like confirmation lows. All of them. And this may never do it. I'm just saying this one reacted perfectly and is now up against resistance. So certainly this is a terrible area to take a long, fresh long, if you care about really implementing, right, the strategy that I've been taught by really smart people. I'm not smart, they're smart. All right, this is like a level where reactions can end. And of course, you can just keep going straight up. But, right, you want always this if you are fortunate enough to receive it. One low, the second low, right? And if you see it like this, hold on. You're looking for this. You don't have it. That's unfortunate. But maybe one day you do get it. 3-cent target for the type 2 return. All right. So you don't have it here, but let me just show you. You see this? I just mean like it can do anything, right? At any time, it can just break out. Okay, cool, dude. That's great. Flip your coin. It always can do that without an edge. Yes, without an edge, 50% chance up or down. Got it. But you're looking for this. Do you understand? You've got the harmonic, just like Casper. Casper's right here. Do you understand? Casper is literally on its chart right there. It's completing the reaction, the type 1. It's hitting resistance from history. Look what happened. It had a drawdown and then confirmed the bottom, the type 2 return. And yeah, you got some divergence down there. Okay, beautiful. So it's like, of course it can keep going just because, hey, that's just how it works sometimes. But again, you have so many coins, so many stocks, so many things you can scan through, and you look for the variables. You look for the type 2 return. And if it's not there, then set up an alert and just move on and look for these. Because this was here, right? It's been here. And it's been identified and it's been screamed. How many times, if you're in the Patreon Citadel, how many times has FIL been pinged? You probably, you want to vomit because I'm sick and tired of hearing about FIL. Over and over and over again. Over and over and over. Dude, I'm looking back at it. It's stupid. You want to see it? You want to see it? Ping, 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 ping.
Atom looking good on weekly, W double bottom formed, back $6.50, broke trend line from ATH,
well, we can look.
Next.
McChainlink, thank you so much. You changed your name. Very appropriate.
Better?
Thank you, dude. Right? It's not about being right or wrong. It's just about learning how to identify these things. And there it is, right? This is like you're in the Patreon. You're in the Citadel. You have your notifications on. You are pinged. It's down there. There it is, Larry. The specimen. And it's broken out now. You've got 7.62, 950. Those are your aggressive harmonic targets. It could have failed. Do you understand? It literally could have failed. We don't act like we know that it's going to play out. I'm just saying we're just applying the things we've learned. You can take action. You don't have to. It can be a learning experience or it can be an experience to make money. And now you've broken this level. My God, dude. I mean, you got 637 that is going to be an level of adversity. There could be a supply there. I can see a reversal in June 2022, reversal September 2022, November 2022. I mean, it could be, but again, hard targets 762, 950. It's beautiful. It's the dream. And this is what I'm saying. I want to shake your hand. I want to meet the composite operator and be like, bro, you did it. You are the best composite operator. Oh my God, we love you. It's fantastic. Okay, so for composite operator, do you understand what I'm saying though? Just going back and we'll move on. I don't want to spend too much time. Okay, sorry. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Right? You get it? It's we want the things that we know give us the highest probability of a particular outcome. And when a harmonic completes and then confirms the bottom, we have the highest probability of major upside. Confirmation is what you always want to implement confirmation of some degree into your trading plan. All right. So Casper, let's go to GLMR. GLMR for same guy, Deposit Man himself. Education, man. Education-centric stream. I know your time's valuable, and I just want you to ascend in life. I want you to grow as a human. I want you to invest in yourself. And if we can give some good examples on what to look for and it helps you, we win. I win. I succeed because I helped you, because you applied yourself and you invested in yourself. Oh man, this one's terrible. This one's not even, Is there another chart, dude? Come on. I don't know. This one's bad. Dude, I don't know. Like, is there a KuCoin one? If you're giving me tepid off-brand S coins, man, please give me ones with the exchange with the most data so I'm not on a goose chase. A goose hunt. What is it, a goose chase or a goose hunt? Am I hunting gooses or I'm chasing gooses? I think it's a goose hunt. I think that's the saying. So you're like, oh my God, it probably broke a supply line or something. After making the lowest lows of all time. Well, that's certainly a level. Right, support, resistance, resistance, collapse. It's goose chase, okay. Break me off a piece of that applesauce. Or fancy feast. Just kidding. It's an office joke, all right. I don't think it, I mean, it did break if you try to anchor it like this, you know. That's a pretty awesome channel though. Like I love, like if you anchor on the top, look at the bottom. It's like pretty cool. Again, it doesn't, like sometimes these channels don't really help you that much, but hey dude, the supply line was broken. And then like you kind of like back tested the breakout as support. Yeah, like you did. Wow. That's pretty awesome. And this one subtle thing occurred on this. And it's again, like you wouldn't own it. You wouldn't be trading this because remember, like it's not about like what this asset does or is doing. It's about it compared to the almost infinite amount of assets you could analyze, and you understand they have far better outcome probabilities for upside than this. So you just have finite capital and almost infinite assets to go long on. So you would just, this thing making its lowest lows, oh, it confirmed about, it's still in a bear trend. It's still terrible. You got XRP that's higher highs, higher lows for almost a year now, right? You got the YFI, the FIL, the Uniswap, HAI. Oh my God. OP coin. You got ones that are literal specimens that would be in a textbook, should be in it. You know, Scott Carney and me, we're going to write a book, dude. We're going to have harmonics in an untraditional world, untraditional market. And then we'll have Ali G, you know, Ali G would be on the cover with Scott Carney and he would be like,
technology, what is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
Is the harmonic good or is it whack? Because it's untraditional market, mate, bruv, in it. So, you know, you want me to look at this and it's like, who cares, man? It's like, just, you can't care because there's too many assets that are just better opportunities. So, hey, if the market participants and the buyers are able to breach 31.6 cents, I think you got a pretty decent target of 55 cents. Okay. That's it. That's literally it. Okay. Nice downtrend there. Nice channel. Broken, back tested, higher low. First higher low of its entire life. Just kidding. But yeah, a lot of work to be done. So have your alert set up above 31.6 cents because if it breaks that, there could be a really nice markup that could take you up 77%. It's kind of insane. It's crypto, altcoins. That's what they do. They're high risk, but they can be high rewards. No one's gonna take that away from them, man. They're like joke beanie babies, but dude, the face rips that occur on some of these sometimes can be life-changing. But again, like you can have life-changing homelessness too. So, all right, let's move on. So thank you, Composite Man. Let's get a riot for Doobie. These requests coming in, man, coming in hot. Cheeseburger. Bro, I haven't had a cheeseburger in a while, man. I haven't had cane sugar in almost a month now. I haven't had a beer in almost a month. I mean, since I like made the commitment, man. Like it's just been lean. Okay, so Riot, I mean, I don't know. Like it really, none of these miners really stick out to me. Like if you were like, hey man, if you had to buy something that was connected to crypto in the equities market, I have one answer for you. Well, two maybe. Maybe MicroStrategy because, you know, just my God, the amount of Bitcoin he's accumulated. But mainly, if you're talking about technicals, it's Coinbase. Coinbase is far superior to Riot or any other Bitcoin miner. If you just want me to, I can spend a minute just scanning through the Bitcoin miners. They're just not that impressive. I mean, like, yes, they're higher highs and some higher lows, but they're like higher highs than lower lows or lower highs. You know, it's anything above 9. If you're talking about managing a risk, you could do it easily on this, right? You could easily manage your risk with a stop loss above 942. You would just cut your losses and say, you know what? I don't want to own this anymore. There's now a substantial reason to not own Riot anymore when you're breaking below 942. The swing low from 2012, 2013, 2014. The swing high from 2018. The swing high pretty much from 2022. Like if you're above that, you're good. In fact, you know, like forget the supply line, bro. This is kind of real life, man. I mean, talk about spring back tests, upthrust back tests. That is really real. You know, looking at this, that's real as F. That is one of your most powerful indicators that exists on charts. When a key level from history, it's not my opinion, I'm literally showing you, right? You don't even have to really like be like, oh, you're so adept at reading chart. No, you know, like, yeah, that's a level where a huge reversal happened over and over and over again throughout the years. But then, like, look what happened. It happened all the way from September to October. Like that level was violated, right? And it's like the inverse of the upthrust. Talked about the definition of the upthrust, right? Where there was the buyers pushed the price above, but they could not continue, right? And so it just rolled over. That's what happened on the inverse. The sellers tried and tried for a couple months. And now the most recent discernible event is the spring and back test the spring. You also filled a gap, which is really nice too. So that is like a technical indicator that one could use to strategize their entry and stop loss, right? So if you're just talking about Riot, you could just play the spring back and it's gonna be, you might take, dude, it's not as tight as you'd want it to be, right? Like something like that, it's tough because what if it just falls back here? I know. But you have to really have some faith and understand this level, how effing real it is and how it's been reconfirmed as support. And your targets here, how would we target? I think if you have a stop that light, you got to swing for the fence, man. You really do. If you want a 3-to-1, can you get it? You could get a 3-to-1 like this way. Look, that high back from April 2023, that's 3-to-1. Right? So the trade is you are trading the spring back test. And you got a nice little pullback, and that's your first target. And if you wanted to be crazier, you can say, all right, forget that. Bitcoin's going to 48K, man. All right, if that's the case, then, you know, you got way higher targets, swing low from 2021. I mean, you got a 5-to-1 there. If you do it like that, then you could even loosen your stop, you know, and you'd have 3.5 that way, 3.5-to-1. So there's a way, like on Riot, to strategize if you want, you know, because of this strong indicator. All right. That's right. Thank you, dude. And forgive me, I'm destroyed, dude. My whole like body and mind is wrecked right now from the workout. Hold on. So Adam for McChainlink. Oh, okay. Then we're caught up on the request. Nice. Adam was not really that great, man. He says, looking good on the weekly.
Sand/USD, please, sir.
One Way Capital. Thank you, dude. We will look at Sand, the metaverse coin. Yeah, this one really just, I mean, there was divergence. And it was happening at that candle close from June 2022 by the looks of it. It's just one where, like, yes, it bounced like many others, okay? Whether they had a technical argument or not, many things just bounce in the market. That tends to happen. But I'm just not concerned about the ones that don't show the impeccable structures. Like, because it's just like, you got to have a compass, right? We're sailing in the ocean, and it's, you know, the 1600s. Man, we got to have a compass. We got to have a guideline and principles on why we're positioning ourselves for long right now. And when assets are like this, Yeah, you could take like the double in the lower low, double bottom maybe, and there's divergence. You could take a shot on that. I just think there were better constellations, you know, like that were going to take us to land, and we knew like this was the highest probability we were going to make it to our destination. We're going to make it to landfall, you know, in the new world. And on something like this, well, it's an okay, you know, it could be an argument for making land, you know, in our ship using the compass. But I liked the FIL constellation, you know, I liked this one. Really gave me a lot of confidence to believe a reversal soon. The HAI ship really gave me confidence to believe that there, and still is, we're still in the ocean on this one. Really had confidence to believe we were going to make it to land at some point, because that compass, that got those guidelines, were there. They were very strongly there, and on Atom, they just weren't really strongly there as much. Whew. Okay, I don't know, man. Like, I'm using analogies, metaphors. Okay, try to get the point across a little bit more. But this one's ungodly. This one's stupid. Stupid good. It's like Orion's belt, North Star, and then the aliens are like, you know, flashing flashlights at us. Dude, this is towards land. All right, we'll see you at 5 cents soon on Hey. The accumulation's unbelievable. It's a work of art, IMO. The composite we're just identifying the composite operator's genius. That's all we're doing. Scott Carney and Richard Wyckoff, all these Bulkowski, all they've done is they've researched the composite operators' paintings over the years on multiple charts, multiple markets, right? And then they just understand like the probability of outcomes based on those, because they fail sometimes too. But dang, man, 500-day structure, and after the completion, you've just got all these higher lows. That represents more than before. How about OP? Anyone talked about OP in a while? OP's the king, man. It's unbelievable. Well, hold on. I guess I did all my OP work in the other in my other room. So let me replot it. It already respected the TA to ultimate levels. Unbelievable, but it's doing it again, man. I hope you know. It's like it's kind of just validates
Cheers.
Everything,
One
man.
bag of pirate booty for the voyage. I trust all here have heeded the signs and warnings. Moon phases golden.
And then the higher low type 2. Pirate booty, what? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the pirate booties. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yes. Guten Tag for all. All right, so here is OPE. Working on breaking the bad action magnet move. Not really. It's more so the double. It's a true double bottom neckline that is being breached right now on the 3-day. Easy target 219, but then we're looking at 270 plus. In the higher lows, the whole chart.
Hey Mitch,
it's incredible.
Could you give Litecoin a playful nudge? It seems to be sleeping on the job whilst everything else goes wild.
Oh, don't you worry. The spring back test has occurred. It's already occurred. Yeah. This is stupid. This is incredible. This is the dream, right? Type 1, type 2, higher low. You know what this one looks like? This one reminds me of H bar. It's the H bar, the bar of H's, the type 2 return. Now you've broken a key level. You're above it. Target 7.5, 8.3. It's like you just give it a couple months, man. Just come back to me in a couple months after because the maturation of these structural developments. Just something else, man. It's dreams. Play the Play the song by Fleetwood Mac, Dreams. That's these patterns. That's the way. Get it? Harmonics, harmony. Stevie Nicks singing, painting the pictures. Oh my God. All right, so the next request was sand. Yes, like a bag of sand. A bag of sand. Sand happened to be garbage, like a really, like, just, again, remember, if you are in a boat in the 1500s, 1600s, and you have a compass, right, you're looking for, right, guidelines that would give you the highest probability of reaching land. And this right here, it doesn't stick out like the best argument, right? Again, finite capital, so maybe it does outperform, but it doesn't really look like it. It's like we're looking at the ones, we've been looking at the ones that are incredible guidelines for upside, and this one's like, well, it made a lower low. Is this a type 2? I don't know. No real divergence on the RSI, but maybe on the MACD. It's just like contradicting. There are just far more technically superior assets than this. But yes, you're like above 38 cents. You're right. You're above that December 2022 low. Congratulations, after making your lowest discernible low of the downtrend. Many assets are not doing that. They're not making their lowest effing low on the daily of the entire downtrend. Higher lows are great because they represent accumulation. I'm all for accumulation longs. You know, the lowest low, you know, sure, it hit like a 90% retrace from the June 2021 low, but it could be working on its lowest high of the entire downtrend now. See, it's just not really that great, but still above 38 cents. There could be consequences straight up and down. Sometimes it's not all the way up, and then you think maybe 81 cents. If you were made me target maybe 81 cents if this level sustained. But dude, it's overbought now. Again, there's just not enough to make me feel that great about it. But I do understand, like, if Bitcoin continues to rally, total 3 broke out or whatever, if it did, even without an edge, these S coins can pump harder or as hard as the ones with the great argument that we can identify and go long on. Even ones without, with the coin flip, will still can do exceptionally well.
What the f is this piece?
That's it. Thank you, Joe Pesci, for the piece of burp. Thank you, dude. All right. So anything above 38 cents, you're okay. I'd love to see a higher low at some point because they don't exist, right? There hadn't been a higher low in years. So great. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Like, okay, nothing really that special, but it can still go up. Just because I'm saying it's not very great doesn't mean it can't go exceptionally well to 81 cents. All right. 108 Capital. Thank you, dude. Is there an M shape? Maybe. It doesn't really look like it. I mean, it never even hit a 1272 fib extension. You know, like, see, it's better ones, even if. All right, Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin's done the thing, right? Remember, we were here live streaming it. It's like the thing happened. The event occurred. Well, two things occurred first, all right? You put in these lows, you broke support, but the sellers just weren't enough of them, and then Bitcoin recovered. And then it's like you identify, wow, man, look what happened. Like the formal bearish back test, that's not good. But then like this buyers came back in, you started rallying. It's like, oh my God, it's like our first higher low. What? We got a higher low going on? And then the buyers recapture the extremely important level from history that I've gone over too many times. I don't really feel like I don't have to prove myself if I've like a million different streams looked at this level from history. Okay, if you don't believe me, go watch all the other streams where I look at Litecoin. So it broke that historical important inflection zone and has formally back tested it, and it's been identified, the spring back test. And yes, woefully underperforming some S coins, certainly, okay, but still doing fine, right? Identifying the spring back test and taking action on it, and having the stop loss set up strategically below that inflection point, because your whole argument is the fact that it did, the participants reconfirmed the validity of the old ice line as support again. All right, it is confirmed support. All right, time to long, because strong technical indicator is a spring back test. All right, well, you're up. You're doing quite well since then, right? Just not that great. But even anything above $66, a hard target. You wouldn't even be thinking about profit taking. Your first profit taking level will be $84. That's been that way and will remain that way. Above 84, easy 105
easy
target.
11 cents.
102. McChain link, we can look, certainly. Aster, ASTR. We'll look at, okay. All right, Bitcoin 37,221. It's a new week, baby. See what I'm saying? Like you got some 4-hour Rudy. See, this is the daily. If you really want to long something, you're looking for daily spring back test, daily up thrust, back test, up thrust. 4 hours, just not a very, like if your trend's bullish and you're looking to identify, and there's no bearish edge on the daily in the uptrend, right? Nothing implies a reversal coming. Then your 4 hour is just not it's not reliable, like for big reversals. And so that more, it's not just about it's not even about performance, it's about reliability. They could be just duds, man. Like Bitcoin's momentum driven. You know how many upslope, like this looks, you know what this reminds me of? Like I'm like blackout here. Let me just like, okay, Bitcoin right now reminds me of at some point in 2019 on the same type of rally we're like in the midst of right now. Okay, I gotta show you. It's just like, dude, it's like this, man. Just this type of stuff where, oh no, it's all over for Bitcoin. No, and then just keeps going. And you go to the 4 hour too and look at it, and it's even more significant. Well, it looks like it's all over. I remember like here, I remember I was live streaming this stuff. Like people were like, dude, that's a head and shoulder. I'm like, bro, give it like a few days. Let's see. And it never starts. Like, wow, we're the head and shoulder bros now. But you have like upsloping channels before the end, finally, right? Until it went up insane amounts. So you're just still in these upsloping structures here. Momentum's stupid. Institutions adopting Bitcoin, applying for ETFs, spot price. I mean, and then your purchasing power is crashing. So just because there might be a 4 hour up thrust, back test, up thrust doesn't mean it's going to be very reliable, because the trend is bullish. And the daily is implying no seller exhaustion at all. Dude, this song sucks, man. I feel like I'm like in a reading rainbow or something. This is terrible. Just stop. This isn't even deep progressive house. This is just progressive house. And this is progressive. This is not deep progressive house. There's a difference in genres. So, 40K on deck. Momo-driven asset class. Right? Oh my God, bearish divergence. But again, I told you, there's not enough data. Like, it's too early. Like, what happens if we pump? Wall Street pumps us again. And this goes green and starts building. Like, there is no divergence yet. It's a little early. A little early. And you've broken out on volume. There's extremely high volume on this breakout. And been consolidating there for 6+ months. So, okay, it's just crazy because, you know, watching the stream, these levels have been here for years. All of them, these gray zones, they're not just like, I made them up, dude. Yeah. No, dude, they've been here every stream. Go watch all the streams. They're here. They're being respected on the top side, bottom side, top side, bottom side, top side, bottom side. And then what you think I'm like just going to make up the next one? This is the next one on the daily. It's here. It's 40,600. So all of a sudden, these levels that have been respected for years just going to suddenly stop being respected. I would like to say probability is high that the next levels will be respected like all of these levels were respected. Oh my God, Rose, is that the Rose song? Yeah, pump it, dude. Pump it. Let's go, man. Let's just do this. F fiat. F our governments. F our Treasury Department. F the central bank digital currency that they will implement, and they will make you do it, and you're not going to do anything about it. You're going to sit there and let them control every aspect of your life. They're going to keep devaluing your purchasing power. My God, man. Everyone, me, you, everyone, your parents, your kid, they're going out and they're working. And the energy they expend is losing its value. All the energy you expend every day working to make money is crashing. If you think about it like that, it's pretty scary. And yeah, this is why I think Bitcoin's a great alternative to that effed up system. And it's like they're just printing so much money now that they're getting it. The acceleration of the debt. That's really part of it too. And you got other countries that are trying to shore up their own currencies, and they're not buying our debt. They're selling our treasuries to shore up their currencies' value. Things are very shaky, and other countries are like trying to cut interest rates. They don't want this high interest rate environment anymore. It's really causing damage. And I think we had, what was it, the worst auction last week since 2007, and that rivals the worst auction of all time. So that's only going to get worse because they're not going to stop printing this money. We're not stopping getting an insane debt. It's not happening. And it's sad because so many people are getting left behind. Like, just think about it. If it was, let's go back one month, 3 rising valleys on Bitcoin. And it's like, hey man, let's take a shot. You beat inflation. Congratulations, you did it. And there were some altcoins too that were looking pretty decent. Bitcoin Cash was one of them. I'm really disappointed in its performance so far. But I think we're heading back to 260 and then 304 after that. And then who knows? I mean, you could be really going to $500, but this is in an uptrend now. The trend has reversed. This pump right here, somebody bought so much of it, and the pullback, this all but showed these people that bought are still involved. They still own it. And now historical levels are being formally back tested as support again. When they were support resistance in history, they're support again. Higher lows, more than before. Yeah, bad performance lately. Since the pump, my God, it was like trade setup target hit within like a week. But since then, it has been pretty garbage. But, I think we're all right. And here's Bitcoin. Here it is, chat. Here we have a Sunday evening, new week, potential breakout. When this stuff happens, when you have like structures like this breaking upward, you will get, it will be a continuation. You will see candles like this. This is like a flagstaff type bull flag. They call the flagstaff the upsloping flag. So if it's real, like if you're really going to break the supply line, it's so real, right? Based on this weekend's price action, based on this reversal we saw November 9th, that's how real it is. And based on all the back tests of hardline, resistance support, it's so real. If this is really breaking out and there's no more fake outs, this is where you're going to see candles like this that will take us to 40K, 39 to 40K, 42K. So let's see. Could be a real breakout. And remember the trend. What trend are we in? Can y'all remember? I don't know. I forgot what kind of trend we're in. Let's go to ASTR before Bitcoin blows the roof off this thing. All right. Because this is the real supply line, dude. Very real. Okay. Hindi, not man, but what happens when the US dollar, okay, so Hindi's saying he doesn't think a CBDC will fly in the US. Well, what happens if I still don't think we're seeing the effects. I think we're still like the leg down in purchasing power we are witnessing currently is still from 2 years ago, year and a half ago, maybe even just a year ago, because the money printer has not turned off at all. Like they aren't turning. Normally the money printer just turns off. They're not doing it. They're just continuing getting in debt. Money's coming out of thin air, going to supply to cover debts. Or just taking on more, right? Whatever the reason. So laggard effect. So in 2 years, because the printing has never stopped. I think inflation will not stop. It will not stop until the money printing literally stops. And it's not going to stop, because like, even if like, you know, like a fair election occurs and the person that was going to try to not let, you know, all the bad things that are happening happen, that person is not going to be fiscally responsible either. There is no hope for a fiscally responsible candidate ever as president. Doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. It doesn't matter. So that's not stopping, man. Inflation's going nowhere. It's only going up, and you're going to see. You're witnessing it now. I mean, if you don't believe it, wow, you're out of your mind. You don't own anything. You don't buy anything. You're not a consumer. Okay, ASTR, sorry. And see, there it is, like another test of that level. Another test, chat. All right, I can't, I don't know if I can do it, man. The song is like, this is just not
almost 5 years.
The beats.
I'm viewing now at the hospital after the birth of my second son. I have thoroughly enjoyed every step of the way.
We'll get it though. We'll get it
You're a mentor.
calibrated.
Your dedication to your craft is
Checking my
unrivaled.
notes here.
Insane times currently. Thanks for the preparation. Folded hands.
Well, it's been a
Clinking
while.
earbuds.
I've been on this chart. This is the last time I looked. I mean, it looked like things were rounding out and a crazy rally occurred. But then it was just more to it than that, where you go to the weekly and you understand, oh, okay. It really is, it's all hindsight, because I don't look at this crap, these S coins, but if we just look back for the educational purpose of price action, and maybe it just helps you, you know, reinforces the right things. Because price action is very important. Okay, you know, one test, the second test, dang man, is that it? Rallied and sells off, like dang man. But what? It was a subtle higher low. It was like your first higher low. Like it's almost like you have these two major lows on the weekly, and then all of a sudden an HL, your first HL, your first piece of data that represents accumulation from the market participants. The first one. So it's like double bottomed and then accumulation. Whoa. And since the first higher low we've witnessed, you know, a huge markup. And again, this education. All right, you look at that, it's like 1 and 2, and then the higher low. And then, oh my God, it was like bullish convergence. Very, very nice. And this looks insane. Like, my God, it's like an Eve and Adam double bottom. Eve and Adam. Like the U is the Eve, and then the Adam is the V. The V, but that's the HL. So just, you know, pay attention to price action. The very subtle price action, 98% retrace and pivoted. And it's like, dang, that's very real. So I think on the weekly, kind of a no-brainer target minimum, that swing low, swing high from February, right? It's like 10 cents from here. So you still have about what? 18%, what is it? 20% upside, 18% upside from here. But if that ever breaks, this could be an S-coin bonanza. S-coin bonanza breaking 10 cents. The sky's the limit, dude. I mean, if you were really conservative, then fine. We'll say 17.8, but then 30 cents after that on the weekly. It's pretty incredible. I mean, this is what things look like before they go nuts. So have your alert set up above 10 cents, because you hear this beep. Oh my God, it could be gone. The weekly's incredible. Pretty awesome. Major potential double bottom. So element of Pete, I'm so sorry, dudes. Wow, you're viewing at, y'all hear that? Can we get some hype in the chat? Element of Pete, Chargers LT21. Thank you, dude. Yeah, you've been watching 5 years. There it is. Wait, no, that's my bad. I missed that. Sorry. Yeah, Variz. Thank you, dude. Oh, we certainly will. But back to just element of P, dude. Congratulations on your second son. The second sons. Thank you so much, dude. You've enjoyed every step of the way. Wow, man. You called me a mentor? That's really nice. I appreciate that, dude, a lot. It's very humbling. Dedication to the crafts and around. Thank you, man. I'm not very good at accepting compliments. I'm just not. Okay? Because I don't really think I'm that. I'm like, it's not me, man. Like, I'm not that. It's like the people that I learn from, right? That I think are awesome and deserve the credit. I'll tell you this, man. I'm just a mere conduit of this stuff, and I'm honored I have the opportunity to help empower you, and be that conduit between the really smart people that put their life's work and research into this over the past 100 years, and bridging it to you to help your life, help be a positive influence in your life. So thank you, man. That's an awesome contribution, Element of P, and congratulations. You should name your son should be named like something TA related, you know? We tried to get Brad to name his daughter something technical analysis related. It didn't work out. He just went with something, you know, traditional, like, hey, his grandma's name, or, you know, okay, normal, that's fine. But someone out there at one point, we got to figure something out. What would be a really good name, you know, for a second son? Okay. His name's Turtles. Turtles, Element of P. All right, dude. We like Turtles a lot, dude.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Since we started out on BitConf,
$37,300. We're trying to break it, man. I'm telling you, dude, like the sellers tried once and they failed. The second time they failed. And then you broke down back into the channel and there is no supply. Like this right here, like this price action is, well, there's no one really selling. Any sell from any bot is getting immediately bought. Bot, right? The bot's bought, right? No, like bots buying. Like there's no supply right now. The momentum is so powerful. I hope, I mean, my hope is that we go to 40K. Like on the daily, we hit the hard target area. 40,000. If you were asking about Fibonacci and we were going to relate it to 2019's rally to the 618, the hard target 618 from all-time highs to November 2022 lows would be 48,574, I think. Let's see. Trying to remember. Let's check it out. All right, let's Fibonacci-ing this real quick. High to low, 48,634. So, yeah, give or take $100. That's like your hard target. If we were, say this was the bottom of 2018, early 2019, right here, this was a 61.8% retrace from the high to the low. So that was 14K, a 618. So if it was the equivalent type of rally, again, you have a hard target of $48,600. Okay. Eventually, doesn't mean immediately. I'm optimistic, man. Very optimistic for the momentum-driven asset class to hit the level. Like, oh, it just respects all these levels, and it's just not going to respect this level. It's like, get the F out of here. Like, you're crazy. Eventually, you think it would. And test it, and then, okay, then we draw down 10%. Fine. But that's the level. I don't care. And it's just the, like, FIL, dude. Please understand, man, like, where this is going. The green dotted lines, those are the targets, sir. And this is by the book. This is textbook. This is dream state. All right, man. I don't know. This I've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button, the bullet sub. Thank you for being here. Hype the Chaver, Element of P, witnessing the birth of his second son while we're live on stream. We're going to do it live. We got, in just a few moments, we're going to have him, he's going to call in with his webcam, and we're going to witness the birth together. A very rare, we're going to do it. A very, very rare here. Hold on. We got to do it for the judge. There it is, the spinning capo. I'm just kidding, capo. But about 9 months ago to the date, Elemento P was this. Yeah, that was Elemento P at the party. You know, he was having a good time and then did the deed, man. Congrats. All right, another one. Hello. Breeze wants hello coin. Of course there's hello. There's hi. Now there's hello. Is there going to be a hi you okay coin? Let's see here. Get.io. Well, I mean, you know, Breeze, dude, I mean, it's wow, incredible, but like, what do we do? What can we do here? Let's just plot ourselves a nice channel, because that's all that can be done. We do top side, bottom side. Yeah, that, and then that. No, I mean, so like, okay, like it's pretty much like broken the channel, kind of, maybe. Trying to back test it. All right, yeah, the back test. That's it. That's all I got, dude. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I'm not sure, dude. Yeah, Lionel Richie Connect, dude. I mean, like, you know, I really, Breeze, you know, I'm always grateful for the contributions of this 100% crowdsourced stream, but I just can't do anything. Like, fantastic. You know what? If we looked in hindsight, if you could allow me, I really wish if you did, we would have looked at it and I'd have probably chartgasmed everywhere, because in hindsight, it was absolutely textbook perfect. Just like Bitcoin on the 12-hour. It was this. It really effing was. 3 rising valleys, uneffing deniable. It was pretty freaking awesome. 2 peaks, 3 valleys, discernible, identifiable, recognizable pattern. Back above the 200-day moving average. It was there. It was there. But like, what do you want me to do now? Like, you didn't request it then. You requested it now. I'm, you know. And that was the last request. That's all y'all had. That's all y'all got. Boom. Gotta get some dinner though, man. I'm getting pretty hungry here. Ooh, that's a nice Bitcoin piece of art right there. Dang. Oh, just real quick, man. I forgot. We got to look at it on the weekly. Fantastic. Congrats on hello, Lionel Richie, dude. But we got to do this, okay? We got to look at COIN. It's the Coinbase on the weekly. It is the Jesus, man. Okay? This is the composite operator. He's been here. He's been accumulating. He's been in a campaign. All right? He's running for Jesus Candle president, okay? That's his buying campaign. And he's going to get elected. And it's going to be when he gets to $150 and $200. Or something, okay? But the 3 rising valleys. What we just witnessed on the Hello coin that played out. It's the same structural development that we're identifying on coin. But that was the daily. This is the weekly. Yeah, Wyckoff accumulation too, sure. This was the backup, the BU. We're in the very end stages of Wyckoff accumulation. Soon the markup phase would begin if this is real. Okay, so owning Coinbase in their portfolio would be rather wise if you care about the field of traditional technical analysis and you believe in the composite operator and accumulation campaigns. Like, okay, but if you don't, like, whatever, yeah, do your thing. You go do some voodoo and go on, Twitter and listen to all the people talk about whatever. I don't know. Like, this is the way you do it. Like, this is the way it's been studied, man. 100 years. All right, so this is it. This is the one coin. And go find me some stocks that are not connected to crypto that look like this, because they're not there. They're just not out there, man. All right? Look, and I hope we get a pump tonight. I hope that upthrust, back test upthrust is invalidated. I hope it just is destroyed and it looks hilarious and we're at 39K next time I'm live, and it's like, remember when it was there, but the momentum was too strong, the time scale was not significant enough, there was no bearish divergence, there was no exhaustion on the daily, yeah, and the hard target's 40K on the daily. So this is it. This is your zen, your moment of zen conclusion. We got a chance, chat, to do it. See, the normies haven't been ushered in yet. Normally, the composite operator accumulates his position quietly, without a sound. He doesn't want anyone knowing. But he can't really help that these subtle higher lows, that's what happens. He's accumulating for 6 months, a year plus. So if you're able to recognize that, okay, we can ride his coattails. But once that accumulation campaign is concluded, he's going to do everything he effing can to get your barber, your Uber driver, your grocery shopper, your maid. He's going to do everything he can after he's accumulated all he wants, all he can, right? He will push the price to extreme levels that will get media talking about it. It's on talk radio, it's people talking, it's all over the world. So to think it's over now, it's kind of tough, right? I mean, because none of them are really here yet, right? The dumbest of stupid money is not really involved with Bitcoin yet, okay? So I think his campaign isn't over. He accumulated, but his markup campaign now is not over. So anyway, got to think about everything in life it's the composite, man. Okay, so that's another thing. You just can't, it's beyond technical analysis type stuff, right? Talking about that, it's just the psychology of, there's just such an opportunity cost of him accumulating for so long. It's you think he's going to settle for that? You think he's settling for just this amount? Nah, he's probably going to want to go for at least 40. But again, 48 if we're going to go to the golden retrace on the weekly. So thank you all for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'm so just dog tired, man. So just forgive me. It's been a great stream. Congratulations again, Elementa P Chargers. And yeah, y'all just be good out there. If somehow we're pumping the night, I'm gonna do everything I can to be back live for the price action. But just empathize with me. And if you don't see me and we don't pump, then you'll see me tomorrow evening at the standard time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Y'all amazing. Love y'all. Until next time. Respect the TA.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
I must fight for love.
Since we started out on Bitcoin,
I've got information, man.
Pig could be in this area.